All right, folks, I just got in a shipment of mineral for deer, and it's just to help antler development, help them grow out a whole lot better. And now's the time of the year to be doing it. And normally I would be putting it on the ground. I would find a good clay-based place to put it, and that's well drained, that way it doesn't puddle up with water, because they're going to dig a hole. And I would pour that on that clay, because sand, if you put it on sand, it's going to leach right through it. I mean, every rain you get, it's just going to go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper until they can't get to it, if you don't have a clay base to slow it down or stop it. So I don't have that right here. I do on the back side of the pond dam, but I don't want the fallow deer to dig this big giant hole, on the back of the pond dam, getting to this mineral, because as it leaches through even the clay base stuff, they're just going to keep following it, and they're going to keep digging. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a trough, and that's the way I used to feed them out here. And I hadn't done this in several years. The trough that I had, they ended up just tearing it all to pieces. I mean, they're always hooking something with their antlers, and they just finally destroyed it. But I mean, it's been in the ground. I've had these things for probably 25 years. So I guess it served its purpose. So now it's time to build a new one. So that's what I'm working with today, and I'm going to build it out of all treated stuff. I got some scrap treated stuff that's left over from Hannah's house and the cabin, and all that stuff. So that's what I'm working on today. And I got a couple fence posts out here. Gonna set those, and then that way they can't turn it over. The wind can't turn it over. Gonna put a roof over it, and then that way I can keep this mineral in a little trough, nothing huge, but just a small trough, and then that way they can have free choice of when they want it, and they're not filing their teeth down, chewing on dirt, which is also a plus. But for wild deer, it's definitely better to put it on the ground. But I want to try one in the front yard and just see how it works out too, putting it in a trough. Just build a small one out there too in the front yard for the wild deer. But y'all hang in there, let's see how this thing turns out. This could also work for a feeder if you wanted to do it as free choice feed too. So y'all hang in there and let's see what happens. All right, I put this one in the front yard. And like I was saying, in a perfect situation, we would have a clay, based ground, and this is just sand for like 5 feet deep, maybe a little bit more than that. And the rain is just going to leach it right through. So what I've done is I've put feed all over the ground, and then I put feed on top of the mineral. So I got 50 pounds of mineral in there and 50 pounds of feed. And I just took, like I said, it's just some old scrap stuff that I had laying around, just some extra stuff off Hannah's house, and just threw something together. The one that I built in the deer pen back here for the fallow deer, I put 4 legs on it because they're going to be really beating it up pretty bad. So that's on that other one, it's wider. I'll show it to you in a minute. And like I said, it's got 4 posts on it just because they're going to be whooping on it pretty good. But I got this one lined up perfect with my window on the front porch, and I'm across the living room, but I can look right out that window, and I can sort of see what's going on out here. So it should work out pretty good. Yeah, if they'll eat out of it. It takes these deer around here a long time to get used to something like those boss buck feeders. It took those the longest time. I mean, you got to just keep working with them, and then eventually they'll start eating out of those feeders. So it's going to take them a while to get used to this one too. So we're going to see if they'll eat mineral out of a feeder. I just put some in the woods back there a while ago, on the old mineral lick that I had, and I'm hoping that they'll start hitting it. I put a camera on it, so they should start hitting it pretty quick. Not much to it, I know, but hey, it's something anyway. Hey, y'all have a great evening. Appreciate y'all. All right, you can see they're already eating out of that one. So they're getting mineral and feed at the same time. And when they figure it out, I know they'll eat mineral out of a trough. So that should help. And then I got this goose down here just waiting. Hey, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Appreciate y'all.